All right, for you guys at home, I accidentally did this without volume, so I'm not going to redo it because we have so many examples. This is the standard form of quadratic, standard form with the a to the x squared, the b to the x, and the c does not have it. So what we did here with this is that we needed a 0 because there's a 0 here. So I subtracted 14 from both sides of the equation. 14 minus 14 is 0. And then the 14 cannot go with the 4 or the 1 because that's an x squared, that's an x. That is a negative 14, there's no x. So we just put them in standard form with the x squared, x, and no x. Boom, boom, boom. Cannot put it to any, there's no like terms. Moving on. Again, separate it. We have to get a 0 over here. What's that? Sure, what should I do first? Yep, minus 12 with an x. Make sure that you're taking your x's with you. Yes, 12 minus 12 is 0. And then the question comes, can you combine this with any of these? No. So what should come first? 2x squared minus 12x minus 14. Has to go, look guys, has to go x squared, x, no x. All right? Descending order. Descending order means counting down. 2, 1, and 0. Guys, if you look at this, 2 x's, 1x, 0x. 2, 1, 0. Okay? All right. Anybody want to do the third one? Chris, thanks for volunteering. So I need to get 0 over here. So what do I get rid of first? Minus 108. Whoops, minus 108 from both sides, right? Are these like terms? Yes, say yes. Yes, so we cross them off. What does they equal? What do they equal? 108 minus 108. 0. Can I combine this to either one of these? No, because this doesn't have a b, this has a b, this has a b squared. So what goes first, Chris? 2b squared. Negative 6b minus 108. That's it. We've put it in standard form. Okay? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, right? All right, number 4 is going to run the same way because it's just got one thing over there. So who wants to tackle this one? Okay, Ryan, awesome. What do we do next, buddy? What do we need to do? Okay, so what am I going to do with it? You're going to add 3 to both sides, right? You're doing one side, you got to do on the other. What happens to these two? They become a 0. Have to put a number on one side. Do any of these go together? Do what? Can you combine these two or these? No. This is, look it, that's an m squared. That's different than an m. That 2 makes this m different than that one. Okay? So it would be 4m squared minus 7m plus 3. They're not like terms. This does not have an m, this has an m, this has an m squared. The m squared is completely different. Okay? It's kind of the difference between green and aqua. It's just they're different. All right? Aqua? Yeah. Aquamarine. It's like a bluish green. So m squared is different than m, and no m is different than them. So they're all different terms. They must go with the 2, the 1, and the none. So m squared, m, no m. All right? Now 5 is a little bit different because we are going to have some like terms. So we need to line those up. Now I like to do it in 2 steps. I saw some people doing it other ways, but it can get a little confusing. So I always start with the x part of this. So and I'm just going to deal with this part, all right? So I'm going to add 9x and add 9x, but notice where I put it. I put it with its like term. Does everybody see that? It has a like term. So now I need to do this work. So 4x squared and then negative 11 plus 9 is negative 2x. Now, I do need to bring that 90 down. Am I done? Is everything on the left side now? Do I have a 0 on the right? Do I have a 0 on the right? No, I got a 90, so I need to keep going. Yes, so I'm going to subtract, I'm going to use a different color. I'm going to subtract 90. Now I have 0. Can I add that or subtract that 90 to any of these two? No, because this is an x squared, this is an x, this is a no x. So I put them together. 4x squared, the x squared goes first, followed minus 2x, followed by the x, minus 90, followed by the 90, the no x. Some of you math-minded people can, see this is, I'm adding 9. You can see it, but everybody have that? I'm going to move to 6. And actually, I'm going to do 17 after that. So once again, I don't have to do 17 because this one does it. So we need to get rid of both of these, right? Because we need 0 over here. So since this is plus 9r, we're going to subtract 9r from both sides of the equation. Don't forget about bringing that 6 down. Does this 9r go to either one of these? Can I combine like terms? Anybody? Are there like terms? No, there are not like terms. I have a 9r squared, a minus 9r, minus 15. I have to put those in order. Don't do 9r squared minus 15 minus 9r. You need to put it in order. Yeah, and then we're just going to go after the 6 now. We're going to subtract the 6 since it's plus 6. But do I have like terms? Yeah, I do now. The 15 and the negative 6, or negative 6, negative 15, they're like terms. Sometimes you'll have like terms, sometimes you won't. 6 minus 6 is 0. Negative 15 minus 6 is negative 21. And we just bring everything else down because we already have it in order, right? If it's in order, it goes. Everybody feel comfortable with this, or do you want me to do one more? If you want to, I'm going to do 17. You can watch. Here's 17. 1, 7, 17. Again, this one has that 9r or minus 9r squared. So I'm going to add 9r squared, but I need to find its like term, and it does have one. Right there. These are gone. I'm left with that negative 6. Negative 6r squared plus 9r squared is 3r squared. And I bring everything else down. That's all I did. This is just like doing equations, except we're not actually solving it. We're moving stuff around. It's minus 6, so I'm going to add 6. Well, I happen to have a like term. Right there. That's a like term. So negative 6 plus 6 is 0. Bring down that 3r squared plus 2r, and 8 plus 6 is 14. Guys, at this point, I can actually now do the quadratic formula. I have now my a value, my b value, and my c value, which is, look, if you tried to take it from here, is this the same thing? It's different, isn't it? Because you forgot about these terms over here. So it must be 0 in order for you to get the a, the b, and the c to put it in a quadratic formula. Or even to try to factor it if you could. Okay? There you go.